Assalamualaikum level 4. How are you all? I hope you guys are all well and safe in your own homes. I am back to teach you English. Even though we are not in school right now, we can still learn online. Okay, so for our English lessons, I'm going to have these videos up for you guys to watch. And I'm going to go through exercises, explain them, give instructions that you can do on your own at home. If you have any questions, you can always post them on Edmodo, or we can have a live streaming session on Zoom app. Okay, so what I understand from what Madam has told me, you guys have finished this lesson 3. As you can see, I have the interactive um, version of your Jetstream pre-intermediate book, and most of these exercises are listening exercises, some vocabulary and grammar about possessive pronouns. I hope you still remember the exercises here. If you have any questions from previous lessons, not just lesson 3 but lesson 2 and 1, please let me know so we can discuss them together. For today's lesson, I'm going to move on to vocabulary plus. Okay, so just for today, we're gonna do vocabulary plus, and maybe based on your pacing, we're gonna continue the next page tomorrow. Okay, so I'm going to zoom in. We're going to look at adjective plus to plus infinitive. So what are adjectives again? If you still remember, adjectives are words that describe nouns. So for example, big room. So room is a noun, big is the adjective. Okay, so or in Malay we call them kata sifat. Okay, like cantik, besar, kecil. So in English, we can say colors or size or origins. If you still remember from last year, we have learned the order of adjectives. The one that I asked you guys to draw a cat. If you still remember, I don't know if you did that or not, but it's okay. At least I want you to remember what adjectives are. So for this one is adjective plus to plus infinitive. So what is infinitive? Infinitives are basically verbs that are in their original form, not in the past form, not in the continuous form, no ing, no past, just the original form. For example, read or sing, or dance, and eat and drink. Okay, so right now your task is to do number 1. You got to look back at the unit, which is unit 8 that you have done so far, and find something that should be easy to read when you're giving a presentation and someone who's very glad to be on a radio show. So this is your first task. You don't have to do it right now exactly. You can do it after you watch this video. Okay, so basically you got to look back at the lesson 1, 2, 3 and find these 2 things. I give you a clue. Okay, the answer for number 1 is one word, and for number 2 is a person, of course, for someone. So you have to give me his or her name. Okay, so for number 2, exercise 2 here, name something which is easy to lose, comfortable to wear, stupid to do, quick to change. So this is not from the book, but it's something that you have to think comes from here. Okay, for example, easy to lose. What is things that are easy for you to lose, like handphone, maybe, or keys, or purse. Okay, so think of something and let me know your ideas. You don't there's no one right answer. There could be many answers, so you can just write it here beside the numbers or beside the description, or if you like to write more, you can always take out your English notebook and write your answers there. All right, so can you think of any more examples with hard, important, good, nice, or impossible? Okay, basically for example, what are things that are hard to do? Okay, for example, it's hard to find the time to exercise, maybe. Okay. Um, what about Okay. Important, yeah, okay. So here you have to write the adjective plus two plus infinitive form. So here, hard, important, good, nice, impossibles are all adjectives. So you need to write to and what plus infinitive. For example, I'm going to give you an example. It's hard to find time to exercise, right? It's important to wash your hands. It's good to say hi to strangers. It's nice to meet you. It's impossible to breathe and swallow at the same time. See, I give you all examples. I want you to give me your own examples on this one. All right? Okay, so far so good. I hope you guys are all with me. So let's move on to speaking verbs. So what are speaking verbs? Okay, so as you can see, we start from the topic itself. Verbs. Verbs are action words. Okay, so for example, run or play or swim and sleep. So here we're not going to look at those general verbs. We are going to look at the speaking verbs such as say, speak, talk, or tell. Okay, so here you have six questions. Okay, six sentences and questions that you need to fill in the blanks with these four words. Okay, any of these four words. So please bear in mind that it says a correct form. What does it mean correct form? If the sentence is in the past tense, then you need to change it to the past tense. Okay, like say becomes said, for example. So here is also your next task that you have to do. And also, you need to do exercise 5 as well. For example, number 1, okay, why don't we do it together? So, what should you blank if you stand on somebody's foot? Okay, so what should you, what do you think the answer? You have to think of the differences between say, speak, talk, or tell. What does say mean? What does speak mean? What does talk or tell mean? I want you to tell me the difference in on Edmodo if you prefer, or we can have a live streaming on this. Anyway, after you have answered all of these, you can answer them, give your true answers for it. For example, what should you blank if you step on somebody's foot? If you step on somebody's foot, usually I would say sorry, right? You don't laugh or anything like that. You would say sorry. So you have to give the answers questions, for your questions and answers here. All right. Okay. So I think that should be it for today. It's quite simple, our exercises. Because I don't want your first English lesson to be stressful, so you can actually do this to de-stress. It's given in the book. You can sit or stand like this for 1 minute and breathe deeply. Do this before doing something challenging, or you can even do it now. I know some of you feel very claustrophobic sitting at home, or you feel stressed out, you feel bored, okay? So I don't want you to feel stressed when you have our online lessons. I hope your parents can help you. I hope you and your friends can help each other, not just in English, but in every subject. Okay? So, as I said before, if you have any questions, please post them at Moodle, because this is the first time that we see each other after 3 months. So, I want to know how you were in lesson 1 and 2. So, please let me know if there's any problem. I want to tackle the problems first before moving on to the next lesson. All right. So any questions, please post them, and thank you for watching.